Hey, it's Pat.
And Carolyn.
Look at this vlog from the future that we currently have going on here. I'm here in person. It is ridiculous. I'm in person. Carolyn is down there Skyping in on my iPhone. Say hey, Carolyn.
Hi, guys.
Where are your current coordinates in the universe?
I am now living in North Carolina in the South, kind of like that isn't her name Jackie, the Southern girl?
Jacqueline. I think she might be a long lost sister of you.
Y'all, there we go. Y'all, my accent is going to come out real strong because I'm living here now, but Pat and I still want to do the vlog together, so this is what we're doing just for the short term. We'll promise to find a better solution.
Yes, and if any of you tech-savvy YouTubers out there know how we can record our Skype videos for free, because I'm not paying $70 for something to record it, until somebody figures out and tells us how to do it, we're going to be doing this awesome version. Carolyn can't even see anything because I turned the camera off, but...
just staring at a plant and a camera.
It's very nice. So let's talk about it. Tonight was the Cycle 16 premiere of America's Next Top Model. We were both very excited. Clearly, we talked to each other during the day going into it, right before the premiere, and Carolyn called me several times during the episode to sort of touch base. It's hard not to watch with each other, but we're going to recap them together now. So Carolyn, what did you think of the little surprise fake out at the beginning and having no casting episode?
Yeah, I'm super pumped that she did that. I feel like this is the first time in maybe 5 seasons that I felt she was legitimately like, this is how it really goes down. I got a little choked up because I thought they kind of were sad, and when I see people cry on TV, I sometimes cry, which is ridiculous. But I love it. I love the idea and the concept, and I love that she's just getting to work.
I like it too. I like that they skipped. I don't care about the whole casting thing. I thought it was funny that Tyra made fun of the stereotypes of top model, and they just got down to business. I liked it. So we realized that this is another high fashion cycle, and Carolyn and I were talking on the phone earlier that I think having a high fashion cycle last time really is going to benefit us this time, because they saw that they got better models, they got better guest judges and cooler challenges. So now that they did it once, they sort of proved that it worked, and they're getting even better girls. And the 14 girls that were chosen for this cycle were all really interesting and really cool. So when it got time for the first challenge, they were going to get their pictures taken backstage while they prepared for a runway, and it was very cool and realistic. I know Carolyn's shaking her head because of the runway. We'll talk about that in a second. Russell James was the photographer, and he just casually shot all the girls backstage before the fashion show as they got their hair and makeup done, which I thought was a cool concept and was very realistic, or sort of, I don't know, not made up in like top model world. Carolyn, what did you think of the concept?
Yeah, I mean, you could totally see the pictures in like Vogue magazine. Like, I could see that being done before. I loved the whole concept. I have to say, when the first girls, when you first saw them, they weren't that impressive. When you saw the pictures from backstage, you're like, they're model. I mean, like, there was maybe 2 only that I thought did not look like models. The rest, I thought these were some of the best girls I've ever seen on top model.
Agreed. I like them. So they got their photos taken, which was very current and high fashion and editorial, and then they did a fashion show where they walked in a bubble on a plank of water. A what? Like,
it's kind of like, it was ridiculous hearing her be like, you're going to walk on a runway over water. It's only 6 inches. And you'll be in a bubble. You're like, oh, Tyra.
It was like,
I thought you were doing so good.
I know. It was like, and then, like, so cheesy. I mean, you can't even see if the girls are really a good walker or not, because they're, number one, they're walking on a plank. Number 2, they're walking on a plank over water in a bubble. Too cheesy for me. But it was funny to watch Andre and Dominique fall down and, like, slide in the bubble. I kind of want to do that. Yeah. So when it came time for panel, Tyra was looking beautiful. Agreed?
Agreed. And Andre was not wearing a Snuggie. It was like, I freaked out. No one was in the room with me, and I was freaking out.
He totally ditched the Snuggie, and he wore a suit and a very fancy hat, and I thought he looked very thin and very stylish.
Yeah.
And there were no Snuggies, which is always a plus. I also liked the sort of the big room it seemed like they were in, and how panel was very dark, and the girls were standing on little circles. Carolyn, you look like you want to say something.
Did you notice they were kind of using like iPads instead of real pictures?
Yes, they weren't looking at photos.
See, they didn't even talk about it, but it's like the future ANTM.
Just like this vlog, Carolyn. Just like this vlog.
Innovative.
Innovative, creative. The camera is held with masking tape on the back, just like Tyra's iPad was on Top Model, I'm sure. So let's talk about panel a little bit. There's kind of too many girls to talk about everyone's picture. You could definitely tell that some people knew how to fake being casual, and some girls were just like, y'all gonna take my picture when I'm getting my makeup done? But I thought some of the pictures were really good, and some were, you know, not that great. Did you have any favorites?
My favorite's Alexandria, although she's a bitch. Dolly, I thought Dahlia was pretty good, and Molly. Those are my three favorites. Molly was like under the radar though, but she looked great.
Yeah, and Molly actually got called first at panel, which was great, and she cried, and that actually kind of made me happy. It was a little bit like she was very appreciative of being called first at panel. Bottom two were Dominique and Angelia, and it was clear to me who was going to go home. Did you agree?
100%. Poor Angelia. She's pretty, but
she girlfriend pretty.
She's girlfriend pretty, yeah.
She girlfriend pretty.
She got the act.
Yeah.
Everybody.
First episode, bummer. I'm glad Dominique stayed though, because I think she'll be, one, interesting in the house and rile everybody up, and two, I want to see them do an actual photo shoot because I really like her freckles.
Yes, and we forgot to mention our favorite former Anna Lee, our favorite cast member. This new girl, Hannah.
More like Hannah Lee.
Hannah Lee looks just like her.
I know.
It's like a younger version. We love you, Anna Lee.
And now we love you, Hannah Lee.
Exactly.
Perfect. Okay, so I really like this premiere, and I'm really excited for Cycle 16. Agreed?
Agreed, 100%.
Agreed, 100%. So, obviously, we want to know what you guys think. Leave your comments down here underneath the video, and you click the links in the description if you want to see the girls' photos or look at recaps from this panel. And if you know how to use Skype and record it, can you send me a message so we don't have to tape my iPhone to the back of a tripod anymore? Oh, that'd be great. Okay.
Hey, who's going to win? Quick.
Oh, who's going to win? Oh, my God. Molly.
Really? I say Alexandria.
Yeah, it's too early. I'm sure Molly's going to go home next week. Sorry, Molly.
We have to guess. That's how it goes.
Okay. All right. Well, until next week, we'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye. End call. Ha ha ha.